the most bold wrestling predictions. So basically, I asked you all to comment on my Twitter. What is your bold WWE opinion or bold WWE opinion, and I will be answering them. So that's what we're gonna do today. I think it's a good switch of pace from just covering shows and all that. So this first one comes from the Real 87. Not really bold, but if the Bloodline wasn't gonna show cracks right after Mania, the Usos should have won, and I can agree with this. But at the same time, um, the Usos were holding the titles for way too long. Um, And, I think WrestleMania should have gone the way of the Usos and Roman losing. But I think that Sami and KO were like the destined team to break up that reign. I don't think it's a matter of, honestly, the the storyline purpose, but I think that it was just meant to be over for the Usos at this point in time. Like it was meant to be over for Roman, but we all know how that went. Next up is Dakota Kai should be in the main event scene from the King Coda fan page. And this isn't a bold opinion. This is straight up facts. Very underrated women's wrestler. I mean, Dakota Kai should have been NXT Women's Champion. There's a lot of things that Dakota Kai should have had in her women's career. And she can still do that. But, I'm really holding out hope at this point. Next up, from Chris Harris, Triple H still can't help WWE. I don't agree with this bold opinion. And the reason why I say that is because I think Triple H has done some great things for WWE right now, like elevate some of his NXT girls, some of his NXT boys. But, to say that Triple H can't help WWE is just flat out wrong. And it makes it seem like WWE is like in a horrible place right now, which I don't think it really is. So to say that Triple H can't help WWE, gotta disagree with. Next one is Alexa should have stayed in the title picture after her concussion and should be a minimum an 8-time women's champion by now. I do agree that Alexa gets disrespected quite a lot than she should. But definitely I would say a little bit too far saying she should be an 8-time women's champion. But I do want Alexa back as much as the next person. But I think when she comes back, I think that she will stay around the title picture. I mean, when I've seen Alexa a lot, she's always been around the title picture. I mean, the last time we saw her, she was facing Bianca at the Royal Rumble, which it was very unrealistic of Alexa to win. But yeah, I think when Alexa comes back, I think it's time for her to go back to the goddess gimmick, because I'm not digging this Bray Wyatt gimmick that she has where she's teaming up with like Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. I'm just not digging that for some reason. I don't know if it's just because it's old, but R-Truth had so much potential, but Vince booked him into the ground. And I do agree with this. I think that R-Truth, but at the same time, I wouldn't trade R-Truth for anything. I mean, the way his career has gone, I think Triple H is just such a gold mine. And obviously, you guys may know that R-Truth is dealing with a leg injury right now. But R-Truth, anytime he has a segment, anytime he's in there, the fans are hooked. He's just that guy. And I do agree that R-Truth maybe should have had a world title reign, maybe. But yeah, I think that R-Truth could have been better, but I wouldn't trade R-Truth for anything the way we got him. Roman's reign, I almost read that as Roman Reigns. Roman's reign should have ended a year ago. I do agree with some aspects of that, like the Universal title. I think that Roman probably couldn't have lost it, and that the titles probably should be split already, and we should have not been in a situation where Roman's titles are the big source of controversy. But to be honest with you, I think Roman holding the WWE title is fine. But Roman completely losing both titles a year ago. We gotta remember, over a year ago, Roman just unified the tag team titles, or unified the undisputed WWE Championship. So, to me, I don't necessarily agree, but Roman's reign should have definitely ended at WrestleMania. That I agree on. Next up is from Vinceto. I hope I said that right. Dominic Mysterio is a future world champion. Now, I'm going to say that he has the characteristics. Dude is a mega heel. Dude got nuclear heat, and he knows what he's doing, and he's getting way better at the wrestling scene. Dom is really stepping up his game in so many assets right now. And this is a very bold opinion, and I personally very much like this bold opinion. But if you want my honest opinion on it, I don't think he's going to be a world champion. Though, if Vince was still in the company, I think Vince would do something crazy like put the title on Dom. In the Triple H era, I don't see Triple H pulling that trigger, making Dom a world champion. Yes, Dom can be a nuclear heel. He can win maybe the United States or Intercontinental title, but that's as far as I think that goes. Next up, is from Jonathan, and he says, I think LA Knight, if pushed strong enough, could be as big as Stone Cold was. That is a tall, bold prediction. Very tall. And to my answer, totally agree. Right now, LA Knight is one of the fastest growing stars from NXT. I mean, the crowd loves him. I mean, the yeah chant. Everyone just is digging it right now. And this is going to, I think it's going to eventually be at a huge ass level. And how do you get it? How do you push it to a further ass level? You have LA Knight win Money in the Bank, which absolutely should happen. I really hope they have LA Knight win Money in the Bank. But I think I totally agree with this. You know, I don't think he'll be bigger than Stone Cold or even like at the legendary level of Stone Cold. But as in terms of crowd reaction, yeah, I agree. This is from Cody Smith. I don't think this is that big of a bold take, but Gunther should be the man that finally beats the Hockey Talk Man's Intercontinental Championship record. Well, I think that he is, pretty much, quickly speaking, he is going to break the record. So, yeah, you won't have to wait long for that. Next up is from Sam. Ilya Dragunov should shock the whole of the WWE Universe and dethrone Gunther like he did in NXT. I love Ilya Dragunov, but there's no way I would agree that he should dethrone Gunther. Now, Dragunov is one of my favorite superstars in NXT right now, but, you know, I think that Gunther should be dethroned by someone else. Though I do like the bold opinion about Dragunov, and I do agree that he should be on the main roster at some point. But dethroning Gunther is for a very specific person. I think people like Seth Rollins and maybe even Pete Dunne would be great picks there. Next up is from Fight Romeo Fight, and he said, this doesn't mean I want him back, but I feel Superstars got better reactions, good or bad, when Vince was booking. This is what I'm going to say to that. This is a very bold prediction, but I don't agree with this at all. And this is likely due to, you got to give Triple H time to build these stars up. Like when Tegan Nox is not getting a good reaction. Like, we've already seen Santos get a great reaction from the crowd. LA Knight's getting built up. I think you got to give Triple H time to build his guys, his NXT women, his NXT guys, the guys that Triple H wants to push. And obviously the same guys that are getting the biggest reactions, like Roman and Seth, they're getting big reactions as well. So, you know, I don't agree with this. And it's also, you know, you got to remember that Vince booked the same guys to go over and over again. And Triple H and actually the good thing about the Triple H era is that he's switching it up and we're seeing fresh faces, which is always a good thing. So for me, I don't agree with this. We just got to give Triple H time to build up these characters of his NXT girls and boys. Next up is from Yomo, and he says, Damage Control had so much potential, but their booking was awful. That's not a bold take. That is straight up facts. no printer. There is Damage Control should have been something big. Damage Control should have had all the titles. Damage Control should be the most dominant thing in women's wrestling, but they're not. They were booked like a joke, and it really stemmed from Extreme Rules. If you guys remember what happened, Bianca single-handedly took out Damage Control 3-on-1. The way they debuted should have given you the indication that they were going to be big, not turned into a joke across all fronts. Now, I know Dakota and Io won the tag team titles multiple times, but they also lost to Aaliyah and Raquel when they should have won the tag team titles. They lost to Alexa and Asuka for no particular reason at all. And they lost to Lita. I will give a pass to Lita and Becky because I love Lita and Becky so much. But Damage Control's booking is one of the worst in the company. I'm not going to say the complete worst in the company, but you can make a debate that's exactly what it is. And Damage Control is about to be coming to an end soon, so yeah, it was horribly handled. Roman will drop the titles at SummerSlam, and we won't see him again until Mania. I think that Roman should drop the titles at SummerSlam. That's my opinion, and that's many other people's opinions as well. And this is a very realistic prediction. I think, if Roman drops the titles at SummerSlam, Roman could take a break. I don't know how long that break is going to be, but maybe we don't see him until Royal Rumble season. I could totally see that happening. It is a little bit of a bold take, but I can see it happening. Next one is from Aiden Sutherland. Roman is the most overrated wrestler of all time. Fight me. I definitely think that he's trolling here, but also I like the Cody profile picture, by the way. Roman is not the most overrated wrestler of all time. Come on now, like I know we're mad that Roman won at WrestleMania, but let's not go there. Next up is from Johnny Goldsmith. He says LA Knight will dethrone Roman. We all wish in an alternate universe that will happen. Next up is from Amon Vats. The split of Damage Control is necessary, and this is not bold as much as it hurts to say, but I totally agree that the split of Damage Control is necessary, and this is strictly due to it's all over. No one believes in them anymore. No one believes they are a big threat. They're not being looked at as huge contenders, and it's necessary to, 1, get Io to be a single star, 2, to get Dakota Kai to be a single star, and 3, for Bayley to finally move to the top of the card and be in the title scene like she is meant to be. It is necessary. Next up also is from Amogla. If I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. Khan is not a good booker, and AEW is quite unwatchable. I do agree with the aspect that Khan is not a good booker. In fact, I'm going to throw in pretty much a huge wrench here and say that Triple H is a better booker. That's going to sound weird coming out. But AEW is quite unwatchable. That's not particularly true at all. But calling AEW unwatchable is just plain wrong. There's just a lot going... there's a lot of storylines in AEW that are absolutely pathetic. But if CM Punk comes back, and that's a big if, AEW will become quite watchable. And right now, I don't even think AEW is in that bad of a spot. Next up is from Damien. Almost the greatest giant in all of WWE. This isn't a bold opinion. This is a fact, baby. I really like this one, and this is from King Carson. If LA isn't winning Money in the Bank, then Finn Balor should. I love this bold opinion, and it is bold, because a lot of people want LA Knight to win Money in the Bank so badly. Some people want Seth Rollins. But Finn Balor winning Money in the Bank would be quite a joy to me. I think Finn Balor is kind of getting lost in the shuffle a little bit with Judgment Day. I think that Judgment Day are awesome. But Finn Balor winning Money in the Bank could be a big success. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, LA Knight should win. LA Knight or nothing. But, to be honest with you, I think LA Knight winning Money in the or Finn Balor rather, winning Money in the Bank would be cool. Next up is from Faz Coasters, and not sure if this is bold, but putting both belts on Roman was the worst decision WWE's made in decades. I disagree. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna come at me for this, but Roman, I think what was way worse was Roman's booking from 2015 to 2019 when he was Super Roman. Yeah, that was way worse. I'm sorry, that one was way worse. Dakota Kai. This next one's from the Blueprint role model. Dakota Kai should be the next big women's star for WWE. This is facts. Dakota Kai is the most underrated women's wrestler to me, and the disrespect that Dakota Kai gets is ridiculous. It makes no sense. Next up is from Hayden Blocks. Bianca Belair is super boring. Absolutely not. I don't know. I don't know where you even get that from. And the last one is from Noah. Roman winning was the right decision. I wanted Cody to win. I respect the hell out of that. But this is a bold prediction, obviously, because he utters the words, Roman winning was the right decision. And I have to disagree. It should have been Cody's moment. I know that a lot of people love Roman Reigns. But Cody should have won, and that is absolutely my opinion, that Cody should have ended WrestleMania with the huge pyro and on top. So that is it for the bold predictions video. Hope you all guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want a part 2, and I'll see you all in the next video.